Did anyone else see the logo and hope it was Delta Green? Long have we waited for Type 1 and Type 2.
The closest we'll get to a new Ratchet & Clank game.
What planet are you from, my friend?
I can smell the censorship from here.
Looks like one of those visual novels. Zero gameplay.
You get the gameplay if you upgrade to PS5 Pro.
You immediately lost me by putting a Disney game in a list of indies.
It's an indie developer.
Are we calling Gameloft, sister company of Ubisoft, indie now?
Gameloft isn't indie, it's the sister company to Ubisoft.
The only thing Disney about it is the name and the characters.
Bloodborne remaster or remake, please?
Not gonna happen.
We need Bloodborne!
No, we don't.
Wow, so revolutionary! I can see one more piece of fur on the Lombaxes. Life-changing! I'll take 2 PS5 Pros.
The closest we'll get to a new Ratchet & Clank game.
This game looks incredible already. The Pro really won't make much difference. The PS5 Pro is being marketed as a huge leap. But really, isn't it mostly about a few extra pixels that require binoculars to notice?
Imagine having such choices, yet still finding no noticeable difference.
Capcom needs to release Disney vs. Capcom with 160 playable fighters on launch day.
Characters on the box art.
Ryu, Mega Man, Mickey Mouse, and Chris Griffin.
This game needs to be 5-on-5, with the same mechanics as Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Imagine what Dante would do at Disneyland.
Master Yoda battling Zero with a saber sword.
Nobody cares about this WWE guy.
Who's nobody?
I play as body type. I don't buy woke or censored games.
I'm so down to buy this game, just gonna wait for the uncensored version. I want to play as a female, not body type B.
Long have we waited for Type 1 and Type 2.
I'm renaming my character Diabetes.
That's not Metroidvania.
Enough talk. Have at you. Asterisk downloads. DLC asterisk.
Just make a new Castlevania game already, you cowards.
Castlevania literally be on anything aside from a new game.
I will not breathe until PlayStation replies.
After a few minutes, you unlock third-person mode.
Rip.
I've formed many core memories with the Final Fantasy series, yet I've never played Dragon Quest before. The music in this trailer gave me chills and made me find the pre-order button.
Really looking forward to this legendary series.
I've always heard about Dragon Quest, but never played one.
As a fan of many JRPGs, I highly recommend the Dragon Quest series. The music is impeccable.
I dislike the cartoonification. Either the whole game looks like it, or nothing at all. Way too much neon here and there.
Negative Nancy dude, haha.
Still better than NFS Unbound. That game's entirely ADHD, like something a TikTok teen would come up with. Personally, I like the neon and subtle glow effects in the Crew Motorfest by comparison.
All Ubisoft games are like this nowadays.
Never even heard about Deathbound, but this game looks so freaking awesome. I need to play this on PS5.
Nah, bro, this ain't it. Another uninspired Dark Souls game.
Okay.
This game is Dogwater Trust. Lords of the Fallen was better, shaking my head.
Don't play it. Keep your money.
You haven't heard about it because it's bad.
What's Terra bad and what's Terry good?
Game is Terabad.
Can't wait for them to ruin the game with funny pink anime skins.
It sounds like the narrator is wearing one while he speaks.
Or Nicki Minaj shooting Jason Voorhees while trying to defend himself against Snoop Dogg.
The tone is so wrong here. The original was serious.
Every game nowadays feels like it is created to appeal to the most number of players, instead of its true niche audience. But please prove me wrong.
Do people really play games like this?
Playing and loving it.
A lot, actually, because in the early 2000s, JP Visual Novel was considered the most survived game compared to traditional console games. They got so many anime adaptations and figures that still sell till today. It's a huge market.
Visual novels are the ultimate form of entertainment. Only the chosen ones who have walked a long road are able to find that at the end.
You may breathe, brother. I am the head of PlayStation.
It's too late. Like I said, I'm his sis. He's gone.
Price aside, I feel like this is stuff that should have waited until the PS6 was a thing. You're kind of limiting what you can do with the Pro console specs when you still have to optimize the game to run on the base model.
Advertising your new console with 3-year-old games is just insane. Consoles are nothing but a scam these days.
Now gamers have to choose between Performance Pro and Fidelity Pro. And you can't use either because you have the weakest console in the world. The X garbage box.
Chester says, seems these ruins have a little rat problem.
And I'm like, the only rat around here is you, Blunt. Bring it on.
Lame. I want this for PC to complement my collection in Steam.
This game is pain. This game is disaster. Don't play it on Inferno. Me from the PS2 era will never believe if someone from the future told me that this is the kind of game you will play on PS5.
These are games that also existed in the PS2 era, only you didn't play them. All creators are welcome. No one is forced to buy the game if you don't like it.
If Liam Neeson is indeed the voice actor, it's an amazing match. This looks like it's going to be an interesting update.
The original announcement trailer has the famous line from Taken, and they did mention a special surprise guest star.
Maybe they just used the line. The voice actor doesn't sound anything like Neeson. He's Irish for a start, not American.
A DLC that nobody asked.
Just like your opinion.
Hi, PlayStation. I want a new PlayStation portable console in orange and plays PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4, PS5 games.
Lil Bro thinks Sony can do witchcraft for him.
At least you tried, little buddy.
Brilliant. Waste of resources there.
Is this available on PS2, or will I need to pay for a PS3? Asking for a friend?
This is PS5 Pro only.
Sorry, Sony confirmed this is only part of the PS Deluxe package. PS1 games are worth extra.
It better not be on the PS2 and not the Vita. I just bought a $600 2GB memory card for that thing, and I'm ready to fill it up.
What planet are you from, my friend?
It's only for the Atari 2600.
Bo 6 is out with Omni Movement, so you're irrelevant, sadly.
They're totally different. This one is more like BF.
Dude, you can take Omni Movement out of Black Ops 6, and it's still the same exact game without it.
Did anyone else see the logo and hope it was Delta Green?
Yes, we do. But instead we are getting Horizon Zero Dawn Remaster.
It's obviously not gonna happen.
I would rather support these games over a corporate AAA Western game like Dragon Age.
What does the fact that Dragon Age is a Western game have to do with anything?
Grow up!
Dragon Age looks great. Stay mad.
Feels more like a mobile ad than a PS5 game, right?
Does this even qualify as an official game?
Who put this sad dad in my King Kong game?
I mean, that's exactly what I was looking for in a King Kong game.
The character movements kind of remind me of Oddworld.
I was hoping we could play as Kong here.
A Kong game where you don't play as Kong at all.
If you actually bought it, seems like the strategic influence worked on you.
Have you noticed yet that all the most intelligent people completely ignore IQ scores?
Sea of Stars is on the PS Pass, by the way, people.
Phasmophobia really scared me. It's a top-notch professional ghost hunting experience.
So, are we the male protagonist with no face?
It's Japan, so that's a given.
This one actually shows his face sometimes.
I can smell the censorship from here.
These types of games wouldn't be an issue if we actually got plenty of single-player AAA games. The variety is basically multiplayer, AA or indie now, with just a very few single-player AAA games.
True, because of the increasingly powerful consoles, making a AAA game took so long, thus carrying higher risk. When the risk is too high, developers won't innovate, leading to never-ending milking and regurgitation.
Maybe at $1,300, Sony would likely avoid cartridges and CDs, requiring massive memory in a small device. A possible solution is a dock with its own memory, potentially a $200 edition.
PlayStation Portal exists. Sony's not going to make a PS Vita 2. Sorry. Laughing out loud. Played that same game a few months ago on my Switch Lite in bed. It's fine. But it's nothing amazing or ambitious like the AAA single-player games.
Steam Deck is cool, I got it, but it's mostly being used to play older games via Steam Store and emulation. People want the latest and greatest from their consoles and PCs.
Finally, a game I can play without frying my computer. Cinematic made me think it was open world.
It was already announced the game is 2.5D, like Little Nightmares, done by an indie game studio. This is not laziness, and you're simply judging it.
Imagine blaming devs instead of management in 2024.
Imagine having a one-sided mind that thinks the devs are always innocent. Look at Concord. No one forced the devs to make that garbage.
I agree with you on this 100%.
Is this a new game or remaster?
A remaster of a remake. Still my favourite Wise game, though WiseX might change that.
Remaster with new artwork, but you can switch to the old if you prefer. Slight visual upgrade and improved UI. Great bosses, highly recommend.
Yes, remaster is affordable. Good for newcomers or those who missed it before. Only over 32,000 views in 3 days. No one cares about this remake.
But you're just repeating yourself. So you're both a bot and a sheep.
Been seeing comments of you being so hurt over what's true.
Dang it. I thought it said Final Fantasy III HD 3D Remake.
Feeling like 1998 with all of these RPGs coming out.
Gamers are surely not this gullible. Oh wait,
They buy 4090S all the time.
Where are the new games? Tired of remasters and remakes.
Remember when we got new games for consoles instead of new consoles for old games?
you did hear the particular set of skills line and the macadamia line in his voice on that video, right? That's why it seems more likely he's the special guest star.
It sounds nothing like Neeson, and we don't need to wait to find out anything. It's Craig Warnock.
looks pretty fun.
Soon I'm getting my PS5 Pro. Can't wait to play this game.
Choose your side, Marvel or Capcom.
Marvel.
Is now Disney. Why not just do a collection?
More money selling individual games, that's why.
They could have added Ark of Nepishtim and Wise 7 too.
True. Prices aren't low, but I love Falcom games.